Hi guys, Mav here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Mav, and I do anything and everything DIY. So if that's your thing, then don't forget to smash the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to know the moment I upload a new video. And for today's video, we will be doing a DIY bridesmaid bouquet. You can also use this for the female sponsors if you'd like to. And if you'd like to see how that goes, then keep on watching. Ribbon and lighter, flower tape, plant cutter, pliers or scissors, glue gun, and a whole lot of glue sticks. Optional too. Since the default stem is pretty long, what I did was cut 2.5 stems, and there are markers in it, just like so. So I just cut this part, so it's not gonna be as long as this because I think this is exaggerated, but then again, it's up to you. For the first option, we have here just one piece of a long stemmed rose, and I just put a ribbon on it. Now, on how to tie the ribbon, just make sure to light your ribbon first. Then I'm gonna get here, I think, 3, what do you call this? Palm length? I don't know. 3 or 4, or you can cut 4 just so we have an allowance. Let me do that. And then just cut it off and light it up again. I'm gonna do this really slowly because it's pretty confusing, I admit. Even the first time I did it was pretty confusing. Now get to the center of your ribbon and then tie it up just like a normal tie. Just lock it up there. Now get your right index finger, fold it, hold it up with your middle finger, right in here, and then the left would be over the right, just like so, and then the left would be pushed inside right here, and then just pull it out, and from here on you can definitely adjust this on how big or how long the ribbon is gonna be. I want it to be small with a long tail. I don't know what you call that. And just pull it out, and that's it. That's our first rose, and you just have to cut it at the bottom diagonally if you'd like to. Again, any part or any step in this process or any process within the video is definitely optional, and so that's going to be equal. Just put that side by side, like on top of each other, not side by side. With the other tail, we're just gonna call it tail. And yes, I know the scissors that I have here is not as sharp as I want it to be, but that's what we have, so that's what we're gonna work with. Just light it up, and there you have it. That's our first entourage / sponsor flower. Just one piece of a long stem flower of your choice with a ribbon on it. Now, if you would like to upgrade it just a little bit, we have here the scrap stems that we have from our DIY bridal bouquet. Got 2 sets of leaves with little stems that has 3 leaves on it. I don't know exactly what you call that, the right terminologies for the plants. I don't know nothing about plants, and I'm just gonna cut this off, this extra bit right here, using pliers because it has like metal wires inside, so don't use your scissors for that because it's gonna ruin your scissors. And then what I'm just gonna do is make a little bouquet, just put it together with the top part aligning to the bottom of the flower itself. Same thing with the other stem that we have. And that's it. Now what I'm just gonna do, if you'd like to, if you have like really thin wires and you'd like to wire it out, tape it out, or use a glue gun for it, do so, whichever is more convenient or what works for you, or whatever you have there. And then we're gonna put a flower tape and a ribbon on it, just like what we did earlier. Now, as for me, I am going to use a glue gun and glue this out together and then tape it out, okay? Now I'm gluing the top part first, making sure that this stem is aligned with the flower stem that we have. Just hold it in until it's a bit dry, until it's not moving anymore. Remove any glue webs that we have. I'm gonna do the middle part and then the bottom part. And there you go. Now that we have that, we're just gonna do the same thing for the other stem. Okay, and now that we have this, it's all glued up, these stems together. This is gonna be a hard one though, because it gets really thin for the part of the stem in here. So don't worry about that though, because you can either use a flower tape, a ribbon to wrap it up, or both. Now, as for me, I'm gonna wrap it up starting at the top. We're just gonna call this top. This is the top, this is the bottom, okay? I'm just gonna wrap it up horizontally first. And then wrap it downwards to the bottom. Just make sure to avoid the leaves. Then once you get to the bottom, just wrap it up horizontally. And then if you want to wrap it up again upwards, do so. If not, then just cut it out. And that's it. You can leave it this way. As you can see, we did wrap it from the bottom right here. Let's put away all the leaves. From the bottom, from the top, all the way to the bottom, avoiding the stem of the leaves, the little stems right here, and just going right here under the thorns and right up to the end. And that's it. You can leave it like that. Just be sure to rearrange some of the leaves so it'll be scattered all over. But as for me, I am going to put a ribbon on it. And just like what we did on how to put a ribbon here at the top. Okay, now just a bonus. If you'd like to have 3 stems, 3 flowers, just make sure to put it up on different levels. If you want to have 5, or make it as good as look as you want it to be, on how you want it to be arranged. That's just how I'm going with this, not with any flower arrangement rules. I don't know anything about flower arrangement. I'm just going with what I think looks good for me. It's your wedding anyway, it's your flowers. Now you can just tie a thin wire or and a tape, a flower tape, and then a ribbon just to make it really, really secured. Right in the middle, just holding it together, and that's already gonna be the bouquet. That's up to you. Alright, now just a tip. Straighten out the stems first, because it'll be easier for you later on once you put it up in a bundle already. And then it's either you put these stems at the back, so it's gonna look like that, or you put it on the side. Yeah, sometimes the leaves are gonna get complicated and all that, but just work it out. So it's going to, like, these leaves are like gonna be hugging the flowers on the left and the right part. That's another option for you. Now, to make it really easy for you, or easier for you to glue it down, you can just take off the leaves first. Like just the bottom leaves if you want, or all of them, it's up to you. Just put it back later on so you'll be able to see it much clearer. On the side, hold it down, like hold it down real tight, okay? Now as for me, I'm just gonna be putting this on the back, like a background, and this is gonna be the front of your bouquet. And then once you're holding it tight, just glue in the gaps of the 3 stems that we have as far down as you want. Now this part, you have to hold it in until it dries down, or else you will not be able to keep the stems in place, okay? You can blow it out, and while you're doing that, you can remove the extra webs. And if there are flowers or leaves just like this falling down, you can just glue that down as well. Once that is a bit dry, you can start putting back the small stems, and then glue it in the middle. If you want to glue it down at the bottom, you can definitely do that too. It's up to you. And don't worry if it's ugly or it's not as clean as you'd like it to be. Anyway, we're gonna be using a flower tape for this, and then just let it dry, okay? Now, another way for you to tie the ribbon, so it's gonna be straight like this, and the tails are just naturally gonna be going down, is I am going to show you how to tie it the way how I tie my shoelaces. Now, we have our flower here. Just get to the middle, tie it as normal. Let's remove this first so you can see it clearly. Tie it as tight as you can. Now, this is gonna be opposites, okay? This left ribbon, right side up, is gonna be going upwards. And this right ribbon, wrong side up, is gonna be going down. Now we're just gonna be pushing this part and this part together. Seeing that, I'm gonna grab this using my right hand, and I'm gonna grab this using my left hand, and just pull it on opposite directions. Don't pull it as tight yet. Adjust it first. Make sure that the right sides are facing outwards. Pull it again. Adjust it as needed. Then pull it tightly. Now, you have your ribbon right here. Make sure to just cut the ends. And make sure to light it up. Then just put back the small stem that we have in here. And that's it. No matter what you do, this is gonna stay up, okay? And we'll just do that for the rest of the flowers. Now, for the third type this is gonna be for my maid of honor, which is my daughter. And it's just gonna be slightly different from the previous one, because instead of putting just leaves, we're gonna be putting in black long stem roses together with the purple one. And just gonna be positioning it side by side, but with 3 levels on it, like low, medium, and then high. And then, same thing, gonna glue that in, gonna tape that, and then I'm gonna put a ribbon on it. So here's the purple flower that we have. I'm gonna be putting 2 right here at the back. Gonna put this in the middle. Gonna put this on the side. Just holding it tightly. Gonna put this on the other side, and I'm gonna put this right in front. So I'm using a total of 5 black roses. Now, instead of taping it all in, okay, I'm just gonna be taping it in the middle. But I'm gonna hold it like this. If you have really thin wires to hold it together, a scotch tape, a masking tape, whatever, just hold it in real tight, use that. As for me, I do not have those on hand, so I am just going to use the flower tape. Now, this is the part where you can start rearranging the leaves and put it into their proper places, nothing twisted. And then we're gonna be putting the flower right around this part. Now, just in case it wasn't as clear as it's supposed to be earlier, we'll just get a ribbon, tie it like normal, as tight as you can. And then we're gonna go on opposites, okay? Left, going up, right, going down. And then put your thumb and your index finger under, thumb and index finger under. I'm gonna grab this and grab this. Pull it slowly, adjust it first. Don't tighten it up yet if you're not yet happy with how big or small your bow is. And if everything's not facing up yet, like the right side of the ribbon. Just make sure the ribbons are up. Pull the tails down, pull it tightly, put back the leaf. And that's it. If you want to add more ribbons, go ahead and do so. Of different sizes, it's up to you. If you want to pull it up here, you can definitely do that as well.